broken fire stick because nobody has time for the mess that is going on in reality TV, media, the news. Is just crazy right now. What else happened? Oh, August 25th was the 17th anniversary of the passing of Aaliyah. 2000, that was crazy with 2001. So Aaliyah died. After that, the yellow Power Ranger, the Asian yellow Power Ranger, died. And then shortly after that was September 11th. I think that was, those events led to the culture of millennials today. We were devastated. Aaliyah's death was something that it was kind of hard for me with her passing because I was waiting for her to go to that next level, and I wouldn't have been able to see it now. Like it was the end, right? Aretha Franklin just passed, and I don't think it has hit me that Aretha Franklin has passed. Everything that she is as a person and as an singer, that impact just is not there. I was hurt when Michael Jackson passed. I would have to say the most heartfelt celebrity passing for me was Selena. I was heartbroken when Selena had died. And I don't even fucking understand that because half her shit was not even in English. She only had one crossover album that was English, and it kind of took the industry, the culture by storm. And I was in love with Selena, and then she died, and I was heartbroken. Maybe because I was so much younger, but if I could take back any celebrity death, it would be Selena. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but that's who I'm going with. But really what I wanted to talk about this week for the position of the day, the main topic here, is going to be, I was listening to a podcast, Seriously Not Another Podcast, and they were discussing a video of a shooting that took place in Chicago. There were 4 men in this entryway of a store. I don't know if something happened outside of that location and they were running in to get away, or if they were trying to hide away. It didn't look like the store was open, or if they were actually, doing something at that location. I don't know. But from watching the video, the guys are in there, they're standing around, they're kind of looking around as if something has already happened or taken place. and then you see them drop to the floor. So someone, I guess, has started shooting at them. So they all get down to the floor, and quickly after that, the door opens, and all you see is just another black male shooting at them, maybe like 12, 13 times. And two of the men, I've watched this video several times, and I'm not sure why I watched it so many times, because images like that, it's hard to handle. But you can see two of the men who die in that video. One person survives because where he was located, he was able to use a person in front of him as a shield. It's fucked up. There was another person who, from different sources, I hear that he was just shot in like his lower extremities, kind of where he was located. He was an older gentleman that was standing behind the three younger guys. And he gets down first, and he's kind of like in the corner. So the guy comes in, he opens the door. He's at an angle, firing at the guys on the ground. He doesn't really go or shoot towards that older gentleman. So I think he just got like shot in the lower extremities, but survived. That's just from what I'm hearing. So 4 people in there, they're shot, they're gunned down. 2 die. Like, you see the blood pool and everything. It is a mess. And 2 hopefully survive. One person actually gets up on camera. The older gentleman doesn't move, but from what I hear, he survived also. And how that ties in with my week, like I always say, Las Vegas is a very touristy place. People come from all over the country, all over the world. So I watched that video on Friday. This morning, Sunday, I get a text message from a person, and it's a link to the video. And I'm thinking to myself, why the hell is they sending me this video? And I watch it like another 3 times. I can't not take my eyes off of this video. It is so amazing. It is so hard. It's amazing because having not been exposed to anything like that, you watch it and you don't know what to think. But it's heartbreaking because you know that's not right, and you don't want that for any person. You don't want that for Black people. But it is what it is. So the discussion on Friday was more so, how do we combat this? How do we get this to stop from happening? The conversation this morning was the complete opposite. I responded back to the person like, this is so sad. And they replied, they said, not trying to sound bogus or ignorant, but it's no excuse for them to be out there naked like that, knowing they are in op territory. I don't know how motherfuckers, knowing they got beef in the streets and not one of them have a burner on them. So that's their response. And so I go back, I was like, I thought one was an innocent bystander. Or like, what if they didn't have any beef? And the reply back was, no, that was a drill. First of all, I don't know what the hell a drill is. And they were like, they marked everyone that was with him just because they were with him. If it wasn't a drill, then they wouldn't have shot and dipped. They shot through the glass and then opened the door, let off about 13 more. And so I was like, a drill, ? And I guess that's slang for a mission, like they were looking for somebody or had a specific target. But from those on the podcast and the person who I was having that conversation with, nobody was fucking there. We're not in Chicago. So it's all speculation. It's all on the outside looking into a problem and either feeding resolutions or just basically saying it is what it is. I am still torn up about the video because just, my nature, who I am, like, that is a problem, that is an issue, and I want to fix it. But how do I even go about being a solution to such a large, fucking devastating problem? The only thing I can do at this moment is just send my condolences to the families, and just know that that's not anything that I actively participate in or want to take place. Also, down on the strip, I met a group of guys. There was 2 of them. And we met at the blackjack table and then moved over to craps. And from there, we started to walk up and down the strip to different casinos. And that was on Friday night after I had listened to that podcast, which, let me tell you how the universe is so crazy, because I come across that video and you have so many different theories about what happened, who the people are, what they did that may have caused this situation to happen. And I ended up going out and meeting a person who, and I don't know what it is, but that's why I started the podcast, because when I meet people, we have not just your regular introductory type conversations. This person was telling me how they used to sell drugs up and down the strip. They were in a shootout, and I was trying to figure out, like, how did the universe put me in a place where I was just watching these men die, and now I am walking up and down Las Vegas Boulevard with 2 people who I don't even know if they, like, this stuff is coming out. I don't know if all of this stuff, this chapter has been